Today we are talking about Spider-Man, starring Tom Holland as Spider-Man, Michael Keaton as Adrian Toomes, aka Vulture. So after the movie, Kay and I were able to get some interviews with a fan, and why don't you take a look at this?
Check it out.
Hey guys, this is Kate from Scriptly Adapted, and I just came out of the new Spider-Man movie starring Tom Holland and Michael Keaton. I am actually going to try to get info from a spectator that just saw the movie with me, so come on. Oh look, hey, I'm Kate from Scriptly Adapted.
Oh, hi Blake, how are you?
Nice to meet you. So I just wanted to ask your opinion on what you thought about the new Spider-Man movie.
Oh, it was great. I thought the casting was great. I thought they did a really good job of showing the kid side of Spider-Man.
Totally,
Because I think with the original ones, you forget how young he really is.
Yes.
So yeah, no, I like that. I like the way they tied the villains in too.
Yeah.
And a good amount of Tony Stark, not too much, I thought. So, which was good.
Great.
I think one thing I didn't like about the movie, if I say so myself, Sony was trying to take credit for it at the beginning, put in the Sony logo up there.
Not cool, Sony.
No, not cool at all, Sony. No. But other than that, I thought it was great.
Yeah, I totally agree. It was an awesome film. Thanks so much for your input.
Oh, thank you.
Take care.
You
Check
too.
us out. So guys, our new show is taping tomorrow night on LMC TV. Make sure you check it out and go see the new Spider-Man movie. Bye.
Gotta love Man on the Street. Anyway, the film takes place 8 years after the Battle of New York. Chitauri weapons, just sounds weird, are being sold by Adrian Toomes, aka Vulture, to make ends meet to support his family. He begins to sell these weapons on the black market.
Eesh.
Shame on you, Michael
Black
Keaton.
market.
You know, shame on you.
Shame.
Spider-Man finds out about this and wants to stop him, but Tony Stark does not want Peter to get involved.
Well, I can understand why he doesn't want Peter to get involved. And why don't you take a look at this clip? The action looks so good in this film, and it was so good in this film.
It was.
I love the story, everything about it, and it actually feels like it's part of this big Marvel universe now.
It does. It feels like, you know, all the pieces are together.
Yeah. So one thing I loved about the film was its multicultural cast. All right. You actually feel like this was really taking place in NYC amongst the diversity the city exhibits. All right. Another aspect of the film I loved was Vulture. Everything about his character, from the way he looked, his intimidating presence, his intentions to protect his family at any means necessary, and even his musical theme in the film, which I'm big on scores, I loved.
Totally. I actually really agree with everything. And another thing I wanted to point out was how good Tom Holland was.
Yes.
He's actually the first Spider-Man cast at a relatively young age. He's only 21. You know, he gave the audience a taste of who we expect Peter Parker to be. You know Peter Parker to be 15 years old, and, you know, he has that sense of teen angst and naivete. And, you know, my mom told me, she was like, you know, it was good, but I hated all that teen angst. And I was like, but that's who he
what
is.
it is. That's
what
today's
it's about,
teen.
you know? And it's not only, he's not only trying to fit in with his friends, but he's trying to fit in with the Avengers, and it's really also a coming-of-age story and how you find your place.
Yep.
So I loved it. I thought it was really good.
Well, Kate,
I loved him.
you loved him, but, well, guys, here's a bit of a spoiler alert for most of you. Tune away now. A major turning point in Peter Parker's character was when he found out his love interest, Liz, the girl he was crushing on real hard, was the daughter of Adrian Toomes, aka Vulture.
No.
And now that is major drama. So, Kate, what's your final thoughts on this movie?
It was a lot of drama, and I remember the two of us were sitting there like, no way! And it's
Crazy.
Like, I like actually stopped mid shovel. You know, I had
popcorn.
popcorn in my hand, and it was like right here. It was awful. It was just traumatizing. But Spider-Man: Homecoming was good. I really liked it. It wasn't my absolute favorite film in the Spider-Man story.
Fair enough.
But I really like Tom Holland in this role for the previous reasons that I listed. So for that, I give it a double thumbs up. What do you give?
So I agree with you. The film was good. It was a fresh start to the series, and I was truly entertained by the movie. Truly entertained. The cast was believable. The story meshed well with the rest of the Avengers films.
Yeah.
So I give it 2 thumbs up as well. But I will say my favorite Spider-Man movie out of the franchise is Spider-Man 2, Tobey Maguire, when he's 45 years old playing Spider-Man. All right?
And Doc Ock. I mean, you can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong with Doc Ock.
Well, guys, that's it for us here at Scriptly Adapted. Continue to support your local theaters and check out all of our social media sites, okay? And, you know, thanks for watching. Continue to check in with us. We'll be filming another show next month.
Later, guys.
Bye.
Where are we going?
Kate, I'm on a mission. I just need you to support me on this mission. All right? I just need you to support me.
It's raining. It's gloomy. It's time for Netflix. Kimmy Schmidt.
I know, Kate. We'll get to Kimmy Schmidt at some other time, but I really need to find this. I need you to support me. This is very important for both of us. You'll see what I mean. All right? I know. Just work with me here, okay? We are on a major mission for all mankind.
Are we there yet?
We're almost there. Just I need you to relax a little bit, all right? Relax. Just follow me on this mission. You won't regret it. You won't regret it. It is imperative I have this. All right? We're finally here. Made it.
Clearly, we're at Kohl's.
Exactly. Trust me. Let's go.
Where are we going?
All right, forget you. I'm running.
Okay. Hey, wait. What have you been doing?
Oh,
What are you? What in the?
I think I got it. I think I got it. Oh, yes. Just what I've been looking for. A Wonder Woman tank.
Seriously,
Sweet, isn't it?
that's what you've been dragging me all over yonder for? A
Yeah.
Wonder Woman tank?
Yeah, Kate, it's a nice color, you know. Nice. Matches the skin tone, you know?
Give me that.
Well, guys, as you can see, I don't have my Wonder Woman shirt. Someone put the kibosh on that. But welcome to another Scriptly Adapted show. Today, we are talking about Wonder Woman. And as you can see, my Wonder Woman is not here with me, unfortunately. She is actually producing us today, so I brought in my friend and fellow superhero critic, Giancarlo, to help me out with this film. Welcome, G.
Thanks for having me. What's up, guys?
So, let's get right into it. Do you think Wonder Woman helped out the DC universe regain some type of popularity again? Did this film help?
A little bit, yes. I don't think Wonder Woman, as great as the film was, I don't think it completely redeemed the mess that was Batman v Superman or Suicide Squad. But it is a huge step in the right direction. I really enjoyed this film, and if you guys haven't seen this film yet, go watch it. Support it. Support good superhero movies, and it was great.
All right, so I did like the film as well. I thought it was. I thought the humor was actually really good.
Humor was spot on. It didn't feel forced.
Yeah,
It
very
was
natural.
Very natural.
Yes.
The chemistry between Chris Pine and Gal Gadot,
Excellent.
it was great. They were very charming together. Her herself, very charming.
Yeah.
She was naive but very intelligent and just very fun.
Yeah.
Very fun.
Listen, so as a whole, I enjoyed it. I thought it destroyed Batman versus Superman, of course.
no comparison.
No comparison.
No comparison.
And overall, it had really good timing. The pacing was good. Even during the slow parts, it didn't feel that slow to me because I was so entrenched in what the characters were doing and the setup. So that kind of helped me stay, focused on what was happening in the film. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special Scriptly Adapted show. This is actually our first round table discussion on a very, very awesome film, I must say.
It is.
Very
I'm so excited to talk about.
amazing film. I must say, I am ready to talk about this. What?
Not your favorite, Abe. A favorite.
Okay, that
Such as, I don't know, maybe Beauty and the Beast?
that wasn't in the notes.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So,
Right. Okay, so
okay.
well,
We're just going to clear that up, pretend that
right.
never happened.
Sorry about that. Well, let's introduce our guests. We have very special guests with us. We have Mariana Knowles with us.
Hello.
We have Vera Wethington with us as well, here to discuss this film. Thank you, too, for being here on our first roundtable discussion here at Scriptly Adapted, LMC TV. So let's get right into it, all right?
Yeah, I'm excited. So welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
So, Mariana, aka Mom, do you think this film stayed true to the original 1991 cartoon?
In the main, yes, I'd have to say it does. Once you get past the live action part, you can slip right back into what was.
Yeah.
And aside from the two new songs,
Yeah.
and maybe one or two characters that I don't remember from the first one, yeah, I'd say it stuck pretty close to the original.
All right. What do you think, Vera?
I agree, but I was really happy with the fact that they delved into Belle's and the Beast's background and where Belle came from, and
Right.
played a little bit more on the rose, and showing that as an hourglass kind of
Yep.
feature for the Beast versus a gift from her dad, that Belle
Right.
wanted versus the rose rattle, when
Yeah.
they went back to Paris. It was pretty, for me, it made the movie deeper. It just,
Right.
it brought
Yes.
it was more cohesive, I think.
And it was also more human, I
Yeah.
think, too. It was, I mean, in 1991, you had the cartoon.
Human. You're playing on
Yeah.
words.
Oh,
It's more human versus animation.
You're right.
Right.
Oh my God. See, I knew it was a good idea.
We knew why we asked you guys to do this show. Yeah.
Stop. Anyway, no, I totally agree, and I think the scene where she goes to Paris is heart-wrenching, but you think of a small little girl talking about love, and you get love from a father figure, but you also do get your nurturing and your maternal love from your mother. And so
Yes.
to have a character like Belle who's teaching Beast how to be human and how to be humane and have these feelings, that comes from a maternal figure. So it was important, I think, for her to be able to connect to that. So I think it was really interesting to take her back to
And
Paris.
I think a really good point that that was really quick in the film that maybe not many people caught on was that the Beast, well, the prince, why he was such a jerk to people.
Right.
They mentioned it really quick
Yes,
that his
they did.
father was also a really bad guy.
Right.
So as his mom is sitting in the bed, obviously probably dying, his father comes up to him and just kind of grabs him and takes him away with this look of
Stern.
like stern, I don't care, kind of get over it. So I guess that kind of developed him as a character.
Right, exactly. And also, again, he didn't
that was good.
have that connection
Right.
with his mother because
No,
she
he
died when
didn't.
he was so young.
Yeah.
And that was really good to see. I think that
it
was
was.
important, those two major
Absolutely.
reasons behind the two major points behind those characters.
But it also goes to show you, and I might be getting a little too deep with this, but tell me if you agree. I think it also goes to show you people's different perspectives. They went through something similar, which was losing their mothers at a similar, well, she was a baby, but he was a little older, but it also shows you your perspective on life. So it really depends on how you look at life, right?
Yeah.
So,
Right.
I've gone
And
through
what
this
you're exposed
tragedy.
to also.
Exactly. I've gone through this tragedy. How do I face it? Do I decide to be negative and nasty to people, or do I decide to guard my heart and what comes out of my mouth is love and light and happiness? And I think it was just a beautiful dichotomy.
Well, I think also he wasn't given that opportunity.
Right. Exactly.
He wasn't given the opportunity. It did not appear that he had an opportunity to grieve as
Yeah.
a character should. Whereas her father's sole purpose in life was to protect her and take care of her and nurture her.
Right,
And he
exactly.
did not have that.